Welcome back to Tiny Classrooms Live.
Hi, the doctor here, Don Zulu in Taos, New Mexico.
And the HR guy here, Artie Nathan in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And our topic today is, well, we don't have a topic. We're going to go off topic today because I've got some things on my mind that I need to talk to the doctor about. And it has to do with the fact that when this started, we grudgingly bought into 4 weeks at home, changing our habits and our styles for 4 weeks. Well, we thought about it. We figured we could do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Now it's right.
Yeah.
Now it's 4 weeks more with a chance that it could be 4 more weeks on top of that. How do we deal with this?
It's a tough one. At first we start out any kind of crisis like this that we don't have a lot of control over, and our first sense is denial. Nah, I got it. We can handle this, but it's not going to happen to me. I'm not gonna get sick, and I can deal with my kids at home for 4 weeks, and working virtually, that's kind of cool. I could work in my pajamas all day. So we saw some plus side in it, but after 4 weeks, it starts to get serious. But also what creeps in is a sense of a greater reality. Wait a minute, this is serious.
Yeah, it really is serious.
And oh my God. And we're sheltering at home, but now they're saying wear a mask. Wait a minute. And now I'm going to get hyper protective. But all of that comes together and adds a whole great deal of underlying stress. And if that stress and sort of fearful internal dialogue doesn't get handled, it can lead to depression and a lot of other stuff that's very unpleasant and not helpful in dealing with the crisis.
And, we've been talking about resilience. We've been talking about hope. We've been talking about setting goals and, measuring goals and being empathetic and, checking in with your people. Mm-hmm. And underlying all of this after 5 weeks now mm-hmm. is the fact that this has really brought us face to face with death. Now, for old guys like you and me, well, that's been coming on for a while, I know. But this virus doesn't know about age.
No, it doesn't.
It affects people of all ages. And I think a lot of people are worried about that, on top of being worried about losing their paycheck, on top of losing other things that those paychecks pay for. And this is a scary proposition that unless we start to openly talk about it as a society,
that's right.
and figure out what this is doing to us. When this is over, there's going to be some people that are really hurting.
There's going to be some very hurting people and some serious reactions. It's like the last day of school. Some kids run straight to their car to see mom and go home for the summer. Other kids go out and beat somebody up. It's a variety of reactions that are going to happen. But this dialogue starts at home. And as a leader, it starts with yourself, doesn't it? It starts to a self-review because, as you said, under pressure, and this is certainly pressure, we tend to become more of what we've always been. So if we've been a really hard charging, kind of a hard ass, we're likely to get more of that. And that can be very harmful. And if we're been very introspective, we're likely to be more of that. And we can even move to being somber and too quiet. And so it's very good as a leader, but as any individual, to ask a trusted friend or colleague, how am I doing? What can I do differently? How can I do this better? So that you get outside perspective also in how you're doing, so you don't get out of control yourself.
It's not a sadness to ask, how am I doing?
No.
Or to ask someone else, how are they doing?
Right.
This is a time when everyone is feeling this extension mm-hmm. and what it's doing to us. So I think as leaders, we've got to tune into it and make sure we talk to others about it.
That's right. It's really where emotional intelligence comes in, that balance of emotional responses to the stresses and strains and challenges of life needs to be in balance. And if it gets skewed one way or the other, we cause more harm than good, no matter what our intentions were.
Well, that's our off topic for today. But it's things we've been thinking about. I mean, we've been reviewing articles that we've been reading, and now we're reviewing thoughts in our heads.
Yeah.
And so thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate you tuning in.
Thank you very much, and be well, and we'll see you soon.